The semester prior, I was in the process of moving out, and I stumbled across my middle school yearbook, and I saw in there a signature from my performing arts teacher, Miss Hassan. She said, "Don't forget the rock." I did my 8th grade art project acting as the rock. When I first went up there and tried it, didn't have any personality whatsoever, and she kind of pulled that out of me where it's like, no, you need to be the rock. You need to be strong and have a presence. I also remember being 12 or 13 at the time, and she mentioned that she had a comedy show with her husband, and I remember asking, "Oh, can I see it?" She was like, "No, you're too young." I looked her up. I looked up Hassan comedy, and I stumbled across this show called The Black and the Jew Comedy Hour, and I opened up the site, and it was her and her husband Epstein, and they had a podcast at the time, or it was like a radio show similar to Howard Stern, and I checked it out, and I was like, oh, this is pretty funny and raunchy. I can see why she didn't want me to see it at 12 years old. I went to one of her shows. I actually reached out via email and said, "Hey, I'm a former student of Hassan. I'm going to your show this weekend. Just wanted to say hi to her after the show." They're very interactive with their audience. They like to pick on the audience and based on race and sex and politics and sexuality. I was in the front row and they kept picking on me, and they asked me my nationality. I said I'm Cuban. And at the end of the show, they like to go around and talk to the audience. Halfway through, Epstein says, "We have a student here of Hassan from a decade ago. If the student is here, will you stand up?" And I stood up, and I just remember Hassan going, "You?" And Epstein's like, "The Cuban, that's your student, Hassan." They invited me onto their radio show a few times. I decided to take a documentary class, and I knew right away that I wanted to tell Epstein and Hassan's story. They've been married for 25 years at the time. And I just thought they had a great story to tell. So right away I asked them, and I said, "Hey, I would love to shoot a little 10-minute documentary on you guys. I think you guys have an awesome story." I interviewed them. I filmed one of their shows.
When I was 14, I lived in Canarsie. I started dating a black girl in junior high school, and my parents sent me to therapy, and that's a true story. But then I found this photo, and I said, you know why I like black girls? My mother dressed me in Nation of Islam clothing. Look at the bow tie, look at the processed hair. No other Jew had this look. None.
And look at this little black girl, okay? How comfortable was I holding a white ball? It was just a matter of time.
Epstein and Hassan, the Black and the Jew. And on January 9th of this year, we celebrated our 25th wedding anniversary. 25 years of Black-Jew love. 25 years of interracial marriage.
My name is Steve Epstein, and I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, and in the mid-1980s, I started working at a jazz club called Sweet Basil, where I was the doorman.
So people will offer you drugs, sex, anything not to pay the cover charge. Hassan was no different.
At the door that I actually met my beautiful wife, Naimah Hassan.
You just come in as my guest tonight, but don't tell anybody, because I never let people in for free.
What I liked about him was the first time I remember I met him and I was talking to him, is that he was really warm and very, very funny. And I love the red hair.
So I thought, all right, I'll go over there, I'll hit it a couple of times, and that'll be it. So now there's enormous pressure on me on this date, because I don't want to, I feel the pressure of 5,000 years of Jewish history is on my cock tonight.
I want you to stay.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jesus.
Race never really was the thing
the thing is, I hate white people. So when I met Hassan and she was a black person, I've always felt more comfortable with black people than white people. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not that comfortable with any person.
Our marriage is so successful. It's probably the most successful marriage in America today. I mean, you are looking at two people that have an amazingly successful marriage. And that is so ironic because we're not successful at anything else in our lives. But our marriage continues to grow, continues to soar. How is this possible, Hassan?
Black Jew love technology. A technology that is guaranteed to heal any relationship. It doesn't matter what your sexual preference is, what your race is. If you use our technology, we guarantee your relationship will soar.
I wanted to cement this deal, close this deal. Epstein did not want to get married. He could have stayed living together forever.
Now, there are two very important rules you must follow. The first is write your own wedding vows, and the second is throw your own wedding.
Okay, this is a dramatic pause. I didn't plan this, but it's really, really funny.
You know what? I'm not gonna speak from my prepared speech. I'm just gonna come from my heart. I love you. I'll stick with you till I drop dead. No, but these have to be my vows, Hassan.
Alice Walker said
I'm not
you're
Alice
supposed to
Walker.
say that
I'm
I'm
not.
a flower and I
I can't read that crap.
But that's what I wrote.
That's not me, though.
It's not about you.
It's my wedding. What
No,
is
no,
that?
no, you're just supposed to show up like every other dude.
No.
Just
It's
show
my
up.
wedding. I'm taking this vow seriously.
Oh, now you
Here
take
are my vows. I love you. I'll stick with you till I drop fucking dead. That's it.
We didn't want to have children,
Never did.
you know? And a lot of people think that's weird, but what we think is weird is that you think you want to have children. We find that weird because why would you want to pass your genes along? They're not
Come
that
on, we're
great.
not delusional.
So we understood that these genes could end with us, and
Yes,
that's where they
yes.
ended.
We have another vision of Manhattan. No children allowed in Manhattan.
None.
None. You want children live in fucking New Jersey. That's what we want.
Since we began performing, like it took us a little while to figure out what we were doing, but since the beginning, audiences have generally been very, they love us in general. There will be people that really dislike us as
Yeah,
well. We're
yeah.
not the kind of act that you're going to have neutral feelings
You
on.
either
You're
do or
gonna
you don't.
love
Black people shop in a Korean store. They will be followed through that store. Now, we have shopped in the same Korean store for 25 years. It's right across the street from our house. And we started realizing something. Every day when Hassan goes in there, they follow her through the store. Every day. Doesn't matter that she shopped there for 25 years. They follow her through the store. So while they follow her, I rob the register.
He's very quick and very funny, and he makes me go inside, and it's kind of like being on stage with someone that you got to step up to the plate. And I always feel like we take really good care of each other on stage. And he's really fun to perform with.
I thought she was robbing me. Take her out. Take her out. You know that. You know when black people curse, you get the wow. Take the wow. I thought you were mugging me.
Naimah Hassan is the best black female comedian in America today. Not many people know who she is, but she's a great talent, can do many characters, can do all kinds of voices, has tremendous, is an improv. She teaches improvisation. She has tremendous stage presence. She's really funny.
You never touch a black woman's hair because it might fall down right there.
The people who own nytalkradio.net saw us perform live at Sweet Rhythm. They had just come as regular people, and then we started doing our own show.
And have we got a great show for you today. And I'm going to start like I have been starting for the past month. Black History Month, okay? I got two more shows.
Isn't this March, though?
No, but see, I'm balancing it out now. Now we'll have 4 weeks.
Don't trim and don't be on Twitter. Be a man.
Don't trim and
be
don't
a
tweet.
man.
No,
Son,
yeah,
you are
yeah.
so lucky that you got one of the last men alive.
Oh,
Do you realize
please,
that?
It's like being with Adam.
Yeah, but Big Al wants to heal her.
Heal her.
He's like a hero.
Yeah.
He wants to rescue
He's super
her.
Poppy Chulo.
Oh, he's super Al.
I will never let him overtop me. And he will never let me
It's
be
not
funny.
even about
than him.
that. I mean, we're really,
Oh, yeah.
It's really just a professional thing. It's like when we come on, we're going to be professional. It's like this is our job, and we come in and we're going to do that. And we're not for everyone. We understand there are people who are going to come get and not
And hate us.
like it at all. Feel that we're all kinds of accusations have been made against us. However, our intention is for you to laugh and have a great time, because when you laugh a lot, it's actually a great healing experience. We're actually like doctors in a way. Tremendous healing comes if you laugh for 90 minutes.
That's
It's
right.
exhausting sometimes. People have told me that their face hurt and stuff.
We want to transform people's minds.
You have a good time.
Yeah.
You'll relax a little bit.
And ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, my beautiful wife. She's from Portchester, New York. Naimah Hassan, the Black.
Repeat it. You wonderful Jew. Let me hear it. You wonderful Jew. Oh, yeah. You wonderful Jew. Good night.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Epstein Hassan, the Black and the Jews. Go home and have sex. Thank you.
A young, handsome.
Sweating like he's
young
a
and
crack
handsome-
addict.
Another hairy Latino.
Yes, he's a
Yeah,
Cuban.
yeah.
Please welcome young, handsome Cuban Ron E. Bausch.
Yeah.
Ronnie is filming us today for a project that he's doing, and Ronnie, he's a young Cuban. Look at him, check him out. Ron E. Bausch will be there shooting tomorrow's show, which is, and he's promised us lots and lots of hot Hispanic girls
Yeah.
at this
Yeah,
show
yeah.
to motivate.
I've
Yeah.
seen them.
You have
he
seen
better
them?
never
Wild.
mind them. He
Now,
better make
you
us look
you've
good.
told me that Ron E. Bausch, when he is not,
His name is not Ron E. Bausch.
well, that's what his name is on this show.
Ron Bosch.
Ron E. Bausch. You say when he's at a party, he is a mad dog. Because he's always so quiet here
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
shy
This
and
is an
sweating.
act.
It's all an
This is an
act.
act, pal.
Yeah.
You say
He's
live.
At the party, he's a party
Now, if
animal.
Melody Sweets was at his party, would he hit on her? Would he be man enough to hit on Melody
No,
Sweets?
because he
I
has
don't
a
think,
woman.
I don't think April would approve.
No.
Right.
What if
No.
what if I kidnapped April for the evening and kept her in
I don't
bondage?
know.
April would kill you.
All right,
Yeah, April would probably kick your ass.